Welcome to the Fast Track training session on desktop shortcuts and accessing reports. At Fast Track, we are always improving the Fast Track PCSS software to help you get to the information you need quickly and easily. At this time, the Fast Track software should be installed and configured to connect to your Fast Track timer. We are now ready to run reports. On your desktop, you will find the Fast Track shortcuts, ODR, which stands for On-Demand Reporting. Let's open this up. Here you will find shortcuts to assist you in getting your drive-through reports. We'll start with Odr Daily. If I am to open that up, a connection is made to the timer. Download occurs automatically. And here we'll see our current daily report for today. Once we're finished with this report, we can hit close. Next we have our daypart reports, ODR 1 through 8. If we open ODR 1, an auto download will be started to make sure we have the most recent data for our report. Once the report dialog is opened, we can use the buttons on the dialog to zoom in to better view our report. We can also print to our local printer, or once we're finished, we can hit the close button to close that dialog. The next shortcut I'll demonstrate is the remote control. By double clicking on this shortcut, opens a remote control screen, just as you may be used to with the 2000 timer. Makes an automatic connection to the timer. It'll have your store name that you're connected to up here in the top left. And instead of using the keypad for navigation, we'll use our mouse, and by clicking on the buttons. As an example, if I wanted to go to the menu screen, I could do so. Use an up or down arrow to select the field that I want to access. And once I'm finished, I can hit the main menu button. If I wanted to print that screen, I'll hit the Print LCD button, which will print to my local printer. If I have multiple sites, I can hit the Connect button, which will bring up my Connect to Site dialog. In this case, I'm a single store, so I already have the current selection. Once I'm finished with this, I can click Exit, which disconnects from the timer. Next we have the remote shortcut. This is for locations that want to view the status of the Fast Track timer without access to any of the screens. Once again, a connection is made to your timer, but in this dialog there are no buttons to access any of the screens of the Fast Track timer. Once again, we could print what's on the screen. I'll exit now. The last shortcut we have is the Reports dialog. This you'll find most useful. If we open that up, we're now ready to create reports based on the calendar you see here. First, we'll select the type of report we want. This is an event report, mostly used for troubleshooting. We have an archive report, which I'll demonstrate. We have your target reports, period reports, car by car reports. And we can do this daily, weekly, monthly, year to date, or all. Okay, I'm going to start here down at the left. The most important thing is that we get the most recent data before we run the reports. If you'll select the download checkbox here in the bottom left hand corner and select Create ODR, you'll notice that we now are downloading to get the most recent data, and a report will open up here. For this instance, we're going to close this report, and now we're back to our report dialog. Now we're ready to run any of the reports with the most current data. So I'm going to start with the events. Events is select. It'll always default to the current day. I'm going to hit Create. It says Report Complete. And I'm going to click View. And now my event report has opened. I'm going to zoom in so we can view the text. As you'll notice, the 14th, which was selected in the calendar, is the date of the report, and it shows us all the events that have happened in our drive-thru. This is used mostly for troubleshooting purposes, and I'll close this report. Next, we'll do an archive report. I select an archive, I'll click the Create button, report complete, and now view. A daily report for the last 7 days. The top section is your car counts, and the bottom section is your average time for those days. Now this report started on the 14th and it'll go back 7 days. I'll close this report. Now I'm going to select the week before that, so I'm going to select the 7th. I'm going to do archive again, create, report complete, and then view. Our report is opened, and it's now going to show from the 7th, which I selected in the calendar, and it's going to go back 7 days. I'm going to close that report. Next we have a target report. Select target and select the day. In this case I'm going to go for the 12th. I'm going to create and view. And here's my target report for the 12th. But as you can see, it goes back the last 7 days, and it shows me the percentage of cars that hit each one of my target grades. Next we have our period report. Check that, select the date. I'm going to select the 11th. I'm going to create, view, and here we have the 11th. Now here's my period report for the 11th that I selected in the calendar. And here I have my day parts, which are car counts and average for those day parts. And then down below that I have any shifts that I have programmed into my timer. Lastly, we have our car by car report. I'm going to select that. I'm going to use current day, create, and view. And here's my car by car report for the 14th. It shows me every car that's gone through my drive-thru, the car number, the drive-thru side. If you have multiple sides, that will be displayed here. I have my greet time, menu, pickup, and total. Now I can run all these reports in weekly, monthly, year-to-date, all. I also can display these reports with no report headers. So I'm going to check that now. I'm going to do a period report, create, view. You'll notice there's no header information, just the report. Here I'll show you how to create ODRs for a specific date. First, select the date of the report you would like to see. I'm going to select the 12th. Select the type of report. We have daily, day part 1, day part 2 through 8. We also have hourly, and you would also select the hour of the information you'd like to see. Once again, we have daily. Once I've selected the type of report, I'll click Create ODR. And my report is generated. As you can see at the top, we have the time and date stamp of when the report was ran. We have the start and stop times for the store for that day, and we have the date of the report. Here we have our car counts and averages, and below that we have other pertinent information, as in our target times for each event and how many cars hit that grade. At this point, we can either print this report or close it and create another report. I can even add commas between my events. In the event I maybe want to import this to Microsoft Excel, add record numbers, and I can also add event numbers, which I'll select all three. Create and view, and here's our report. I have record numbers, which I added commas between each field, and then I have event numbers. As an example, pickup window is event 4. So wherever you see a pickup window, you'll see event 4. Well, that's all there is to it for Fast Track session on desktop shortcuts and accessing reports. If you have additional questions, please contact the Fast Track technical support at 714-876-6103. I hope this was helpful, and please give us your feedback.